Hey, amazing one. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm back. It's me, Shruti Spell, your world-class therapeutic art practitioner, also known as the Healing Artist. And I'm out here in my creative space again, all right, surrounded by nature, my favorite place to be. And I wanted to do my second painting today because, of course, it's a beautiful day and a perfect time to continue on the Healing Chakra painting series. So we're going to continue on with that today, and we're focusing on the sacral chakra today. All right. So the sacral chakra is the color orange. All right. So when you look at the sacral chakra, the color orange is like bright, it's beautiful, and the focus for the sacral chakra is all about our creativity and where we hold our emotions. Also, if you feel you have signs of blockage, if your sacral chakra is blocked, you may experience lack of creativity or like a creative block. You may not have as much motivation, or you may feel a little sluggish. And for physical symptoms of your sacral chakra being blocked, is that you may experience some abdominal pain. Um, you may have some hip pain or lower back pain. So these are all things that you could experience if your sacral chakra is blocked. Now, of course, there's ways that you can um, unblock your chakras, of course, right? And if you want to take a deep dive and really unblock your chakras a lot faster, feel free to book a Reiki session with me, and I'll help you unblock your chakras as well as give you a personalized wellness plan specific to you so that you'll know exactly what types of foods to add into your diet to keep your chakras balanced, right? And just keep a nice, healthy life, all right? So, before we get any further into our painting today, I do want to share some more information, some more awesome things that I had the opportunity of developing um, after the first live that I did last week. So, let's share. So, the first thing I want to share is that I now have a card deck. Okay, so I have this card deck that I'm really excited about. And this card deck really was just derived from doing the Healing Chakra painting series. And I created it as a complement to the painting and also to the overall experience. So it includes a beautiful deck of affirmations and mantras. It's also instantly centers your mind, your body, and your spirit. And also, it's perfect for meditation, for prayer, or a gentle morning routine. So I specifically select, sorry, tongue twister, specifically select affirmations for you. And also I selected mantras for you. So if you want to use this as your daily routine, it's an awesome way to stay balanced. Of course, when we go out into these streets, we need as much protection as possible. Okay. So you can select a card every day when you wake up. And whatever that card says, that is the vibe that you want to kind of hold throughout your day. All right. So this card here, the card deck is called Align, Heal, and Shine. And this particular card focuses on the crown chakra. And the affirmation that I selected for you is, I am a vessel of light. And your mantra that you want to kind of repeat and keep in your head as you go throughout your day is, love pours through me, every part of me, right? So if you have someone just acting weird or acting crazy, and they just act like they got an attitude, honey, because you have love that pours through you, through every part of you, and you don't have time for the drama, okay? So you remember that mantra, and you remember that throughout your day, and you keep your own personal peace and let people keep their drama to themselves, okay? Now, another thing I want to share with you is that you can purchase and own the original painting. So the painting that I created last week, or the painting that I'm going to do today, you can actually own it, and it's an original. So there's not going to be any other painting just like it. It's one of a kind, and you want to snap it up before somebody else gets it. Okay, so this painting, it's acrylic on canvas. It's 11 by 14, and it's infused with lots of love and intention, specifically from me, with lots of beautiful colors. It's a perfect way to bring beauty and energy and spiritual balance into your home. And also, you get a prayer card and also a certificate of authenticity signed by me, Sharita Sparrow, the healing artist. So that shows that you have the true, authentic painting, and no one else is going to have it. Okay? So I'm going to share where you can get this painting at in a few minutes. Now, if you happen to go to where I'm going to share you where you can go to get it, if you happen to go there and the painting is not available, someone's already purchased it, you can always get an art print, okay? And the art print is going to be just as good, okay? So the art print is a beautiful representation or reproduction of the painting. It's a high quality print of the painting that's on acrylic and canvas. And it's a great way, a more meaningful way to bring beauty into your home. It also comes with a prayer card, and you get a nice little label on the back of your print that shows your certificate of authenticity by me, Sharita Sparrow, the healing artist. It also comes matted, okay? Because I'm all about premium, okay? I'm all about having really nice, custom, premium things, okay? That's how we do over here with the healing artist. So your picture is going to come matted in a nice, pretty white matte, and it'll fit a size 11 by 14 frame. So the actual print is going to be 8 by 10, but the mat with it is going to turn out to be 11 by 14. So you just want to purchase 11 by 14 frame, pop it in there, put it in a space where you'll see it every day, and bring in all that positive energy into your space, right? You're going to love it. So if you want to know where you can get this painting from or the art print, you want to make sure you go to my Etsy shop. And I'm going to scroll it right here at the bottom. It's the Healing Artist Way .etsy.com. You can go there, you can purchase the print, or you can get the actual painting and own it. So, and of course, I package it up, and you get other little cute little fun things with it too. Okay, so not just a certificate and a prayer card, but there might be something else in there. So, you can always go to the Etsy shop and purchase that. You can also purchase the card deck if you want to have a card deck and have something that will inspire you every day and make that part of your routine. You can do that as well too. So that is there at the Etsy shop. All right. So there is one other thing I do want to share with you, and this one is the Helpful Living magazine. So I love to support other Black businesses, especially businesses that uplift our community. And this one certainly does. This is the Helpful Living magazine. And with this one, this is created by Jamie Best. She is the founder and editor of this magazine. She's based in Baltimore, Maryland. And she has created this beautiful magazine. And it's all about bringing stigma one issue at a time, or ending stigma one issue at a time, right? Because there's this whole stigma around mental health, counseling, getting additional support in our community. And she wants to make it to where it's available, that you feel comfortable seeking out help or any type of support without any type of judgment. So this magazine is really great to have. I suggest you going to her site, purchasing it. This is the most recent one for May and July. She has lots of information, a wealth of information in here for you. This is perfect for like schools or even for doctor's office or counselors who want to have additional resources for their clients. You can definitely get this, all right? Now on the back, well, first on the front, it's funny how it is a picture of a little girl who is a black ballerina, because I talked all about that last series, right? The last painting. So it's so funny that this is the cover design for this month's issue. But also on the back, she also has other covers, and these are all designed by other artists. So she loves to uplift and support artists in the community. And this one right here happens to be mine. So I had an opportunity to have my artwork featured on this magazine twice. So this is one of them. And this is my friend Stacy. She had an opportunity to have her artwork displayed. And this is one of my mentors. She had an opportunity to have hers displayed, Alma. So, of course, if you're an artist, and of course, some of my fellow artists out there, I don't want to call you out, but you know who you are because I sent you this information. Get on the magazine cover, display your creativity and support a really good cause, right? So if you want to learn or figure out how you can subscribe or even just purchase a copy and see if you like it, I know you will, but if you want to just check it out first, you want to go to the Healthful Living magazine.com. Okay, healthfullivingmagazine.com, and you'll be able to purchase a digital or you can purchase a hard copy. It'll come right to you. I'm actually on a subscription, so I get one every issue, and I love it. I use it with my students. She has lots of great healing words in here. So even if you want to use it as a collage piece too, you could do that as well. And of course, she has in here different types of information, articles. She has a podcast. You want to get this magazine, okay? Okay, so that's that. What I would like to do now is I would love to jump into the painting process. So let's jump into it. And again, we are focusing on the sacral chakra. And the sacral chakra is orange. So notice I have my orange nails. Cute. And I have on some orange in my earrings. So that's cute too. So, and that's another way that you can help balance your chakras by wearing the color. So whatever chakra that you feel is blocked, you want to wear that color, whether it's through your nail polish, whether it's through your lip color, whether it's through your shirt, your sneakers, your pants, your jewelry, whatever you're wearing, that is going to enhance that chakra even more. So really consider that. Think about that. Okay. So I'm just going to make sure that I am seeing everybody. Oh, hey, Joy. Let me make sure I have everybody. Oh, Joy loves the card deck. Hey, yes. She loves it. Thank you, Joy. She just wanted to show some love. Thank you so much for that. And again, feel free to pop in. I'm actually paying attention to the comments this time. Last time I wasn't. This time I am. All right. So I have my favorite set of acrylic markers, or acrylic sticks, actually. And again, I love these because you just kind of scribble it on. And then after you scribble it on, you can just brush it with some water and it gives it a nice watercolor effect. So because we are doing the sacral chakra, and the sacral chakra is all about orange, we're going to do mostly orange colors. So I have this orange color here. And that looks kind of the same. I think I'm going to do a little bit of pink. Some of this like yellowish orange color. And here's some red. And I'm going to do a little bit of a brown just to kind of mix it up. All right. So we're just going to take our acrylic stick and we're just going to scribble it on. And let's see. I'm going to take some red. Right, that one's running out a little bit. I'm going to take some brown. Let's scribble it up here. And when you scribble it on, it doesn't have to be perfect because once you add the water, it's all going to blend in together and it'll just really like start looking beautiful. So here's some of that yellowish color that I had shared with you earlier. It's like a yellowish orange color. Okay. And let's see, I'm going to do a little bit of pink right here in the middle. And again, I'm just randomly putting in these colors. So I'm not even really thinking about the color scheme. I did lightly sketch in the design so I can make sure I kind of stay on task. But as far as the color scheme goes and what's going to be what, we just got to figure that out as we go along through the process. So I'm going to dip my brush in here. I have my wine glass. I'm not going to drink it because this is my glass for my paintbrush. But I'm extra, right? It has my name on it, Sharita. And it has a little diamond on there because I love things that sparkle. So this is what I'm actually cleaning my brush off with. And I'm just going to brush around with the actual acrylic sticks and just brush it on. Don't worry if it doesn't look perfect. Again, this is just the base color of the canvas. We're going to add so many other colors to it. I'm going to really try to stick to orange because orange is the chakra color, right? So I'm going to try to stick to that. But of course, we may have some other colors in here too. So if you're curious about where the chakra, sacral chakra is located, it's located right below your belly button. And again, that's where all your creation comes from. That's where we hold all of our emotions at, right? So your sacral chakra is below your belly button and it's the color orange, hence the orange nail polish. All right. And again, you want to make sure you paint the edges because you don't want to have any weird borders around your edges, okay? Paint the edges all around. Nice. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. All right. So it's time to kind of get started. And of course, if you were with me last week, what I focused on was just mapping out all the colors and then going back in with the details. So I'm going to do the same type of vibe where I map out all the colors and then come back in and do the detailing with the carving out the lights, putting in the shadows, you know, all that fun stuff. I'm going to put a little bit of brown on my palette, and I'm using my plexiglass palette that I had last week. I left all the colors on it, so I didn't even care to like wash it off, because look, it starts to look really creative, right? So let's add in um, some of the colors here. I'm gonna start down here. With this particular painting, it's a pair of hands here and a pair of hands up here at the top. And in the center are flowers. So I love flowers. And we're going to have mostly orange flowers for the sacral chakra. And the flowers really represent growth. It represents growing in our creativity. It represents growing in our emotional health, right? So that's why we have these beautiful orange flowers that are just like blooming right in the center of the sacral chakra. And then the hands are embracing this beautiful change that's happening. So here are the hands up here at the top and down here at the bottom. Okay. And then we have this beautiful sunflower right here that I'm going to paint in. And let me wash my brush off in my wine glass. And we're just going to put in the petals. To the sunflower. Now these are hibiscus flowers that I'm going to paint next. I'm going to make them orange. So we're going to have orange hibiscus flowers. We have a rose up here, and I'm going to make that one like a red. So we're definitely, maybe like an orangey red. Maybe we'll do that. So we're staying in the warm colors of the sacral chakra, which is like the oranges, the reds, the yellows. We're staying in that family. Love it. And down here are some birds of paradise that I added in. So that's right here at the bottom. So again, if you are liking the painting after it's complete, or even if you're liking it now, you're like, you know what, I know this is gonna look good. Feel free to go to my Etsy shop. It is at thehealingartistway.etsy.com. There you'll find my Align, Heal, and Shine card deck. That is a complement to the Healing Chakra Painting Series. And you'll also find the live painting. So after I finish this one today, I'm going to post this right up to the Etsy shop, and it'll be available for purchase, and you can own the original. All right, so you're going to get the certificate of authenticity. It's going to be signed by me, Sharita Sparrow, the healing artist, and also you will receive a special prayer card, and some other little fun gifts as well. Now, if you go to the Etsy shop and it just so happens that someone snagged this painting before you could get to it, you can always get a print. And it's an 8x10 high quality print that is framed and matted. So it is matted. It's not framed, but it's matted in a 11x14 mat, white mat. And all you have to do is just buy 11x14 frame, pop it in the frame, and place it somewhere that you'll see it every day, and that it'll bring you lots of love and positive energy into your space. So right now I'm just kind of adding in the lights and the darks, adding in the shadows, kind of creating some form for the body, and then I'm going to go back in with the flowers. So let me give you a close-up so you can see what it looks like so far. All right, so here it is so far. There's still more to do, but it's pretty good, I think. All right, that looks good. Let me go in and add some shadows for the blue here for the birds of paradise. Just add a little bit of shadow here so that can really pop. It seems like a lot of fun. That looks good. That looks really good. Let's see. All right, so the birds of paradise looks good. Let's go back to this tulip again. I need some more white paint. Right, that looks better. All right, now what was I doing? Okay, tulip. Let's take this one. So we just gonna kind of bring this tulip out because it's kind of blending in just a little bit too much to the background. So we gonna really bring this out some more. that was blending in, and we don't want it to blend in the background. Okay, that's looking better. Maybe we want you to add a little petal that kind of comes out a little bit. So, I do have pictures that I'm looking at as reference. I can make sure I get as close as possible to the store. This looks really good. I like it. It's coming together. Every time I do a painting, I never know how it's going to really look. I can imagine it on how I would like it to look, but you never know. Once you start painting, anything can happen. It could be something totally different than what you had imagined. It may not even be what you thought you were going to be painting. You might start painting something totally different. So we got ourselves a sparrow that we're going to have him nestled right in here. Here we go, a little birdie right here. He's so cute. He's so cute. So, tail. Okay. So again, I'm just going to paint them all in with a light grayish color. Just kind of filling in the shape. Let me show you what it looks like so far. Let me bring it up closer. So there we go. It's looking really interesting, actually. So yeah, I think I'm going to add a bracelet up here. And then, of course, I still have the feathers to add and some more foliage. But it looks good. I like it. I like it. Let me put in the bracelet. And I'm just going to do beads for the bracelet. And a great way that I always show my students is to use the bottom of your paintbrush, and then you can just create little dots. They make the perfect dots. Let me put some more paint down here. And of course, I'm using the white again because we want to make the color pop. I might make the bracelet pink just to kind of stick with the color theme that we have going on here. Yeah, I like the little dots. It just adds to the picture. Very nice. And it defines the wrist. I think that's the only line we have, so we're going to add in a little bit of orange to it just to create some more dimension around it. We'll add in some yellow. Okay. And for the vein of the leaf, I'm going to do pink because that's fun. So we're going to do pink veins. for the leaves. And again, like I said, it's your painting, so you can, design your painting any way you want to. It doesn't have to look exactly like nature. That's what makes it fun and different and unique when you add your own spin to it. So I'm adding in the pink veins to the leaves, and that just adds a whole different pop of color to them. This way. The fun part is that when you see it in person, you really do see all of the colors in it. That's the fun part, seeing all the colors. Alright, I think I made it. I'm just going to put a few little dots just to add some texture to the painting. I'm just going to add just a little bit more to the leaves here so that they can pop just a little bit more. But for the most part, everything is done. Alright, so it's time to sign my name. And again, purple, because that's my favorite color. Alright, so I have the signature. I'm going to show you the final art piece at 6 hours and 9 minutes. That was pretty good. Here we go. That is the Sacral Chakra painting. If you would like to get this painting, you can always go to, you can either purchase the original painting, which I have right here, or you can grab a print of it so that if you do go to the Etsy shop and someone has already purchased the original, you can always get a print. It's an 8x10 and it is matted in a 11x14 mat. So you got a premium art print on high quality paper. Also, you can secure your Align, Heal, and Shine card deck. And you can also book a private Reiki session. So if you feel like any of your chakras are blocked, if you feel like you have reached a creative block, or you're sluggish, you're tired, you're not motivated, you're experiencing some back pain like I am, some hip pain, or abdominal pain, then that means your sacral chakra is blocked. And if you want to unblock it quicker, book a Reiki session with me. It's a total virtual Reiki session. You can go to thefeatherstouch.com to book that session. And there I will be able to share with you a specialized wellness plan specific to you so that you'll know exactly what type of foods to add into your diet so that you can maintain a healthy and balanced life. Okay, so you can go to thefeatherstouch.com and check out the private Reiki session that is totally virtual, but it's an awesome experience. Okay, so don't be fooled and think, oh my gosh, it's just virtual, it's nothing. No, it's a lot. All right, you're going to really get something from it. So again, it's been an absolute pleasure to do this with you. 6 hours and 11 minutes. Had a lot of fun. I had some new things I added to the painting, such as the bird, which I didn't really plan on doing, but hey, it worked, right? So before we leave, let's actually pull a card. So whatever card that we pull today virtually, then we'll know exactly what chakra we're going to paint for next week. So let me pull up my virtual card deck. So let's see here. Let's look at the virtual card deck. Ooh. All right, so the virtual card deck is called Align, Heal, and Shine, right? So it's all about aligning yourself and healing and also connecting and shining like the star that you truly are, right? So I'm going to spin my card deck, and wherever I stop at, that is the chakra that we're going to do for next week, all right? So let's go. Let me spin it. All right, so it stopped on the crown chakra. Okay, we're going to do the crown chakra next week. Okay, so the crown chakra, your affirmation for today says, I am connected to the divine. And your mantra is, I am one with all that is. Okay, so you're connected to the divine. That is your crown chakra. That is your spiritual connection with God. And you are one with all that is. Okay, so you are guided and connected. Okay, and every decision that you make is a part of your divine purpose. Okay, so we're doing the crown chakra for next week. I'm not sure exactly. The last 2 times it's been on Saturday, but who knows, it might be on a Sunday. But we'll find out which day I'll be out painting. It just depends on how the weather is, right? Because, I love to paint outside with nature. Until I see you again, continue to create, connect, and inspire others. And I'll see you next week. Bye.